as a young merchant into what is a pretty difficult industry to break into, people would sort of, I wouldn't say people would laugh at me, but people would sort of make a bit of a joke, of a few quips about, why are you bothering with consumers? Like, haven't you got better things to do? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But again, I go back to that. It's the full service model of connecting the consumer through the different channels with that small organic producer. And so coming in, it was sort of the perfect storm for us, because we've got, one, a scalable business model, two, a direct to consumer model, website, wine club, an hourly delivery, right? All of those three channels for consumers were set up and working. And I'd already identified last year, probably halfway through last year, we needed equity to be able to grow. So I quickly realized that, going and raising equity around Q4 towards Christmas in the wine industry is going to be an absolute nightmare. So let's not do that. So we put that off. So in January, started that, and then we had sent out an EIS fundraising deck to people in February, so before COVID struck in March, and then that closed in April at 200% of what we needed. So that was a really interesting thing. I think, quite honestly, I think any of the smaller merchants maybe watching this will empathize. Trying to grow as a small merchant is really difficult, because every time you take on a new producer, the cash you've made has to go back into more stock, and you end up in this just cycle of all your profits being churned back into more stock, more producers, improving your business by your portfolio. And really, we were, I wouldn't say we were close to the line, but cash was a problem before COVID, and then we raised the equity, and then cash was not a problem because of what we did. So